hard thing about hitting chest is your front deltoid is taking over. So you really want to take that out of the equation. Nice. Cooking a steak is very easy, and I recommend you guys to learn how to cook a couple meals by yourself because you don't want to be dependent on other people cooking for you. And also, the more you cook for yourself, you'll understand a couple tricks here and there, what to add to make the food actually better tasting while also staying in your caloric needs. Step number one, you obviously need a steak. I want to talk about something that I wish I knew a long time ago. And if you're watching this video, I'm talking directly to you. You need to believe that no one is going to save you. You're the only person that can dictate the trajectory of your life. And the sooner you actually understand this, the easier it will be to not make excuses, and the easier it will be to actually carve the lifestyle that you want. Try to really understand this concept because it's going to give you a head start in life. Yes, sir. Good morning, chat. How are you guys doing? We're back here again with another video. I'm running kind of late. I woke up this morning. I kind of slept in a little bit, and then I decided to clean my house. If you guys don't believe me, here, check out my house. We cleaned up the living room a little bit. One upsetting thing, though, is our Roomba, like, this thing broke. I don't know, the cats were playing with it, and now this bumper's sticking out.
Place Roomba on a flat surface.
And yeah, it gives an error message. It doesn't work anymore. We got Kanaf over here. He's been a rascal this morning. The cats are just menaces in the morning. I think they miss us because we don't let them in our bedroom. So when I wake up in the morning and I leave my room, they're just all over the place. They want to play, they want to bait me, they just want to harass me in general. So yeah, that's how I started off my morning, but now I gotta go do my fasted cardio and the steam room. So as always, I'm taking my yohimbine, drinking my black coffee, and by the time I reach the gym, this should be activated, and then I should have a good sweat and a good cardio session. So when I'm done with that, I'll pick up the camera again. Alright, chat, so I just made it home, took a shower, prayed. Now it's time to cook up my first meal. I did have a protein shake before this, but this is my first actual meal. Cooking a steak is very easy, and I recommend you guys to learn how to cook a couple meals by yourself because you don't want to be dependent on other people cooking for you. And also, the more you cook for yourself, you'll understand a couple tricks here and there, what to add to make the food actually better tasting while also staying in your caloric needs. Step number one, you obviously need a steak. Over here, I got 2 top sirloins, very good on macros, very low in fat and high in protein. When you get your steak, if you have it refrigerated or you get it from the grocery store, you kind of want to leave it at room temperature for around 30 minutes because if you don't do that, the inside of the steak is going to be pretty cold, and when you cook it, the outside is going to be overcooked but the inside is still going to be raw. So you want to keep it at room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes. So I've already done that, but as you guys can see, it's a little bloody, and you want to just pat it dry just so the seasoning sticks on it better. And then you want to turn the burner on at a medium heat. You want your pan to be hot and ready when you're done seasoning your steak. So now I'm actually going to spray a little bit of cooking oil. You don't have to do that. I just do it because it's a good binder, meaning it helps the seasoning stick on it better. These are the seasonings that I use: sea salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. That's all you really need for a steak. I mean, you could find some like steak seasonings. It's really up to you what you like. So there you have it seasoned. So I only season one side because I don't want to touch the steak and have to wash my hands again. This is like the lazy method. The pan is pretty hot. Spray a little bit of cooking oil just so it doesn't stick. And then, oh, it's burning. That's not good. That's another thing, guys. Olive oil burns at a very low heat, and you don't want olive oil to burn because there's a lot of carcinogens which are not good for you. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm not gonna use the olive oil because the steak has a little bit of olive oil on it already. I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side. So I placed the side that I seasoned on it, and now this other side is not seasoned, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing, season both sides. And I also recommend just cleaning while you're cooking because it's much easier and you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And then why leave it around when you're already here cooking? So another thing is, like, how long should you cook your steak for? And that really depends on how you like it, medium rare, medium, or whatever. So I prefer it medium rare, so I just look at the thickness. So this steak is about 1.5 inches, so that means I'm gonna cook it for like 5 minutes on each side. If you have a steak like 1 inch or like 3/4 of an inch, I think 4 minutes is fine. And if you want to cook it more medium or well done, just like go to like 7 minutes and that should be fine. Churro, get off. Alright, so I just finished cooking the steak, and when you're done cooking it, you kind of want to let it rest for like 5 minutes. And the purpose for that is so it could cook a little bit more inside, because it's gonna have all that heat inside, and also to like keep the juices inside. Because if you cut it open right away, all the juices are gonna come out, and it's not gonna be as tender or juicy as you would like. So guys, while I'm letting the steak rest, I want to talk about something that I wish I knew a long time ago. And if you're watching this video, I'm talking directly to you. You're sitting on your couch right now, you're laying down in bed, you're in your car. I'm talking directly to the viewer who's watching this video. But at the same time, don't feel like I'm targeting you, because I'm also talking to myself. This is a constant reminder that I tell myself every single day, and I want to share this with you. And the sooner you actually understand this, and there's a difference between understanding and just listening. Like, I've heard a lot of motivational stuff growing up. I heard a lot of stuff about religion growing up, but I just heard it and it didn't click in. It needs to really click in inside of you. You need to internalize it and actually act upon it. And so like I was saying, the sooner you actually understand this, the easier it will be to not make excuses, and the easier it will be to actually carve the lifestyle that you want, the life that you have envisioned, the dream that you want. I want to live in a nice, beautiful house with a nice ranch. I want some cows, goats, and chickens. I want an animal room. I want a gym in my house. I want to be 230 pounds swole and cut. I want to have beautiful children. I want to be successful. I want to make a lot of money. And I also want to be a devout Muslim. That's the life that I envision, that I want to live. So there's two parts to this. The first part is no one is going to save you. You really need to understand this, especially if you're in high school. The issue is nowadays, the adolescence period is prolonged. Like back in the days, once you hit sexual maturity, you already have responsibilities. You're getting married, you're having children, you're taking care of your family. But now because of the school system, from the age of 13 to like 21, it's like when you get out of college, you're treated like a little baby. You're like hand-fed everything. And that makes you think that your entire life is going to continue to be like that. But that is totally a wrong misconception. At a certain point in your life, you're going to have to make your own decisions. You're going to have to live your life depending on the things that you believe in and depending on the things that you know. And if that is all negative things like smoking, drinking, partying, eventually you're going to end up living paycheck to paycheck, or even worse, a drug addict, a homeless person on the streets. And that is just a blunt truth. And that's what I mean by no one is going to save you. Like your mom at the age of 25 is not going to change your lifestyle if you've already been living a life on the path of self-destruction. Your dad cannot come, your brother cannot come. All these people that love you, they can't come and help you out at that time. You need to believe that no one is going to save you. You're the only person that can dictate the trajectory of your life. And that is by building good habits, by being disciplined, by staying motivated for things that you have a passion for and stuff that you truly believe in. And I'm telling you guys, try to really grasp this idea before it's too late. And it's never too late, honestly. It's never too late. Like even if you're 25, even if you're 30 or 40, it's actually never too late. The earlier you start, the better. So if you're 40 and you're like, it's too late for me, and you wait another week, well, you wasted another week. You get what I'm trying to say? So the earlier you start in your life is better. Like there's no comparison in this idea. So it doesn't matter if you're 30, you're 40, you're 50, but I'm just saying, like, if you're in high school, try to really understand this concept, because it's going to give you a head start in life. So understand, no one's going to save you. You're in this for yourself, and you truly have to put in the work by yourself. No one is going to do the reps for you. Like for example, no one is telling me to go to the gym. No one is telling me to eat healthy. No one is telling me to weigh my food. No one is telling me to take my supplements. All these things are things that I have to push myself to do. I have to wake up and I have to actually make it an intention and prioritize these things so I could get them done. My mom's not going to come over to my house and be like, yo, are you eating healthy? Like, let me see your macros. Are you calculating your macros? Are you going to the gym? Are you doing your fasted cardio? My mom's not going to do that. My wife is not going to do that. My brother's not going to do that. My sister's not going to do that. No one is going to do that. Like, no one's going to tell you to get good grades in school. Yeah, your mom's going to push you, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's taking the exam. You're the one that's doing your homework. And if you don't do it, you're going to have bad grades. Maybe your mom's going to punish you, and then you can still continue to have bad grades. Like, your mom's not going to be able to actually improve your grades. And the second thing is, you don't need to do anything. Now, what I mean by that is, like, for example, you don't need to eat healthy. You don't need to take care of your body. You don't need to take care of your spirituality. You don't need to stay away from all the wrong things that lead people to be drug addicts, that lead people to be unhappy, depressed, anxious. You don't need to stay away from any of that. You don't need to go to school. You don't need to do nothing. In fact, if you want, you could just stay in bed all day and just rot. You don't need to do anything. So really understand that you don't need to do anything. But the thing is, you get to do it. It's a privilege. Making muscle is a privilege. Going to school is a privilege. Getting married is a privilege. Having a healthy relationship is a privilege. You don't need to do any of those things. But if you want to experience happiness, if you want to take yourself out of that hole that you've been in, then you should do it, but you don't need to. The sooner you understand these things, the sooner you're going to man up. To all the guys out there and also the women out there too, but mainly to the guys, you need to man up. You need to stay self-disciplined. You need to prioritize a couple things in your day that you do no matter what, no matter how many hours you work, no matter how tired you are, no matter how depressed you are. You need to do those couple things. And also to understand that everyone's in this together. We all have that same fear of failure. It's hard for all of us to go to the gym. It's hard for all of us to do cardio. Don't just think because someone is doing it consistently that's easy or enjoyable for them. He's going through the same thing you're going through. If he wanted to, he would much rather stay in bed. He would much rather just eat whatever and watch TV, just like you are. But the difference is he understands the idea that no one's going to do the work for him and he doesn't need to do it. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to eat this meal and I'm going to see you guys at the gym for the chest day. All right, so we started off with some pec deck flies. It's usually what I start off with any chest day. Some pre-exhaustion into the chest, get that blood flowing, and it should kind of warm up your shoulders and everything else for a good pressing movement, whether that may be a dumbbell press, barbell, Smith machine. Alright, so I forgot to mention, for the last exercise, I did 3 working sets. I'm gonna do another 3 for this one. And also, guys, like, I want to emphasize, the hard thing about hitting chest is your front deltoid's taking over. So you really want to take that out of the equation, because I see a lot of people, they're lifting heavy weight, but it's all their front delts, and you're getting no stimulation for your chest. So you really want to keep your front delts out of the movement and focus on your chest. And if that means lowering the weight, then you should do that. And also for this exercise, and especially on dumbbell pressing movements, you want to focus on 2 parts of the movement, and that's the stretching part at the bottom and then the squeezing part at the top. A lot of people focus on the squeeze, but they forget the stretch. So there's 2 parts that stimulates the muscle, and both of those combined have the best value for muscle synthesis. So just pay attention to that and don't get too caught up in the weight or too caught up in the squeezing portion of the movement. Drop set that. Just do plates. Alright, so we got Adam hitting a PR in this machine. You said you never hit a plate on anything chest related, right? So the first time hitting a plate. Yep. Nice. Good, come on. Yep. Yep. Yep, come on. Bring it up, come down slow by yourself, yep. Come on. Good job. For the last set on this one, give me some good partials at the end. Help me bring it to the top, because that's the hardest part of the movement. And I'm going to slowly bring it back and control it back all the way. Alright, so I'm moving on to some dumbbell incline. I don't usually do it like that. I don't do free weights after I do heavy machine presses. Today I was feeling good, so I was like, let me give it a shot. I'm gonna do a total of 2 working sets here. So I warmed up with the 60s. I'm gonna attempt to hit the 90s. Hopefully I get at least 8 good sets, but I got my nephew here to spot me. 8 good reps. Nice. Good. Okay. I'm good. There you go. Okay, stay with me. Help me get these. A little more. That's a good action. Okay. Little too heavy. Only 5 reps. I don't count that as a good set. I'm gonna move down to 80s. All right, let's go. Come on. Control the weight. Yep. Nice. Good control. Yeah. Control, yup. Good. Nice. Yep. Good. Come on. Nice. Nice. Come on. Nice. Go. Good. Come on. That was good. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do some decline cable flies, and basically what I'm gonna start off with is a close stance where we're all closer to this machine. Do like 8 to 10 here, and then step a little further out and do another 8 to 10. I feel like you guys should try that because a lot of people struggle with finding that perfect angle to hit the lower pec. So I kind of just like step everywhere to make sure I target all the different parts there are. And first I'm gonna stand close here. 10 reps. Step out a little more. And over here, I'm gonna do a total of 3 sets. All right, so second to last exercise, 2 sets of some incline cable flies. All right, so this is a little finisher that I kind of made up last week. I like it because it's like some body weight and just like pumping maximum blood into the chest. So what I do is I kind of sit on the pec deck fly and do like a single arm fly like that. And then the same thing on the other side. And now here, right after that, I put a straight bar on the floor, and I'm gonna do a close grip push-up, 10 reps, and try to move to a wider grip, 10 reps. 10 there. This one's the harder one. Didn't get 10 there, but that's how I finished off my chest day for the last couple of workouts. Gets all the maximum blood flow. It's a good set. You guys should try it out. Yeah, your back is like crazy. Your back's like your best part.
Yeah, I worked hard on my back.
What do you think about that workout?
Perfect, man. Push-ups are like
At the end, right? It killed your chest. How old are you?
14.
14. Look at him, man. This guy's building his physique at 14. Like I was mentioning earlier in the video, the earlier you understand those concepts, that idea that no one's gonna save you, you gotta put the work in by yourself and you don't need to do anything, you get to do it, the better you're gonna be off in the future. So you wanna get a head start before the entire pack. So I'm trying to teach him the same thing. I'm proud of him. He's building his physique. He's putting in hard work, and that's all you guys need to do. If you could put 100% effort in, but you don't make it, whatever your goal is. For instance, your goal is to be an NBA player, go to the NFL, whatever. If you put 100% in and you still don't make it, that's enough. Like, you should be happy with that. You should be content with that. Like, you put 100% of what you're able to do. If you're slacking, then don't expect to make it. Don't expect any positive outcomes to come from that. All right, chat, that's the end of the video. We got a crazy chest day in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you hit that subscribe button. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. Hopefully, I can't say the word, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm in the bathroom right now. That's it. I'm gonna log off. I hope you guys are having an amazing night, and peace.